Pablo Escobar, in full Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, was born in December 1st, 1949 in Rio Negro, Colombia, and was the head of the Medellin cartel and was arguably the world's most powerful drug trafficker in the 1980s and the early 90s. His father was a farmer while his mother was a teacher. Soon after his birth, the family moved to Envigado, a suburb of Medellin. While still a teenager, he began a life of crime. His early illegal activities included selling fake diplomas, smuggling stereo equipment, and stealing tombstone to resell. Escobar also stole cars, and it was this offense that resulted in his first arrest in 1974. As the cocaine industry grew in Colombia, thanks in part to its proximity to Peru, Ecuador, and Bolivia, the major growers of the coca plant from which cocaine is derived, Escobar became involved in drug smuggling. In the mid-1970s, he helped found the crime organization that later became known as Medellin Cartel. His notable partners included the Ochoa brothers, who were Juan David Ochoa, Jorge Luis Ochoa, and Fabio Ochoa. Escobar served as the head of the organization, which focused largely on the production, transport, and sale of cocaine. By the mid-1980s, the Medellin cartel dominated the cocaine trade, with Escobar wielding incredible power and wealth. According to some reports, he was worth approximately $25 billion, which supported a lavish lifestyle that included a 7,000-acre estate called Ansiedad Napolis, which was named after Naples city of Italy. It reportedly cost $63 million and featured a football field, dinosaur statues, artificial lakes, bullfighting arenas, an airstrip, and a tennis court. The property also had a zoo that housed giraffes, hippopotamuses, and camels, among other animals. In addition, Escobar funded various projects to aid the poor, earning him comparison to the legend of Robin Hood. That perception helped him to win the election to an alternate seat in the country's Congress in 1982. However, such philanthropic works were offset by Escobar's well-known ruthlessness. He handled problems with what he called plata o plomo, meaning silver, which meant bribes, or lead, which meant bullets. In addition to rival drug traffickers, notably in the Cali cartel, his victims included the government officials, policemen, and civilians. In 1989, the Medellin cartel reportedly placed a bomb aboard an airplane in an attempt to kill an alleged informant. More than 100 people were killed. The threats of extradition to the United States, which as the destination of most of the cartel's drugs, had come to view Escobar as a top target in its war on drugs, drew even greater retaliation from Escobar, who reportedly said that he would rather have a grave in Colombia than a jail cell in the US. Amid the growing bloodshed, a massive manhunt was undertaken to find Escobar, while the government began negotiation for his surrender. In June 1991, on the same day that the Colombian Congress voted to forbid extradition in the country's new constitution, Escobar surrendered and was subsequently jailed. His imprisonment, however, had little effect on his criminal activities and his lifestyle. He was allowed to build a luxurious prison, which became known as La Catedral. Not only did the facility include a nightclub, sauna, waterfall, and a football field, it also had telephones, computers, and fax machines. However, after Escobar tortured and killed 2 cartel members at La Catedral, officials decided to move him to a less accommodating prison. Before he could be transferred, Escobar escaped custody in July 1992. The Colombian government, reportedly aided by the United States officials and rival drug traffickers, launched a manhunt. On December 2nd, 1993, Escobar celebrated his 44th birthday, allegedly enjoying cake, wine, and marijuana. The next day, his hideout in Medellin was discovered. While Colombian forces stormed the building, Escobar and a bodyguard managed to get to the roof. A chase and gunfight ensued, and Escobar was fatally shot. Some, however, speculated that he took his own life. After he died, the Medellin cartel soon collapsed. A larger-than-life figure, Pablo Escobar Gaviria, inspired numerous books, movies, and TV projects in the decades later after his death.